Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick video on how to reinstall, to put together, back together a XYD-6B motor. If you take it apart, the brushes will fly out, and obviously you have to keep them in place to be able to put the rotor back in. And I think a way to do that is to use a string that and a bit of Gorilla tape, and you wrap basically wrap a string around a piece of Gorilla tape, and then you put it on the back on one of the brushes like that, and then you take the string and you take it around the wire here, and you pull it back, and you tape the wire again to the back, and this is gonna hold the brush in. As you can see, this brush is held in, and you do the same with all the others, and then you put the motor together, and after the motor is together, you cut the wire, or you just pull it out. Obviously you don't want to put it all the way together, because if it's gonna bind down here, then you're not going to be able to release the string, and it will end up looking like this. Everything's done. Okay, so now you put this in next. Everything's held together, all the brushes are held, so you put the rotor in there, not a problem, and now you carefully lower the stator, and it's gonna be a bit of a pain. The way I do it is I hold this down with my finger while I put it over. I don't know if that makes sense, but you try to hold this down because you don't want the magnet to pull this up, because before you put the rotor on, the stator on, you have to cut the wires, remove the wires. The brush is gonna go in, and then you put this thing on. What you don't want to is, when this comes down, you don't want it to pull the rotor up and out of the brushes. You don't want it, so you have to like do your best to keep this down while you put this over it. Okay, so the wires are removed, the rotor is in, and the way you because this is a magnet, right? If you just, it has the potential when you put it over to pull the rotor up, and then you're gonna have to start all over again. So what I do is I put my hand through this, and I put my finger on the top of the rotor, holding it down, and then I slide the magnet down in place using both my hands. Unfortunately I'm holding the phone with one hand, so I can't show it